Thanks for watching, ERi-TV dear viewers. Welcome to our news broadcast. Here are the headlines. President William Ruto returns home concluding official visit. Commendable effort to develop tourism resources in Ansaba region. Biden authorizes $275 million more in U.S. military aid to Ukraine. Gas starts to flow from Russia to China as new pipeline gets connected. In our domestic news, President William Ruto of the Republic of Kenya and his delegation, which included Cabinet Secretary and Defense Minister Aden Bare Duale Kure, Deputy Chief of Staff Josephat Koli Nanok, as well as other senior government officials and members of Parliament, returned home at midday today, 10 December, winding down two-day fruitful official visit. President Isaias and his Kenyan counterpart, President William Ruto, held extensive discussions in their first meeting at the State House in late afternoon yesterday, focusing on enhancement of bilateral ties and the consolidation of regional partnership. President William Ruto and his delegation were seen off at the Asmara International Airport by President Isaias. In a joint communiqué released, the two sides agreed to bolster bilateral relations between Kenya and Eritrea, as well as improving people-to-people ties with a view to enhancing and entrenching regional integration. To this end, the two countries shall abolish visa requirements for their respective citizens. The two countries will also cooperate in the African Union in the spirit of Pan-Africanism. Regarding regional and multilateral issues, the two leaders agreed to work together and consult on regional integration and to safeguard regional peace, security, and development in the Horn of Africa. In this vein, the two leaders noted the need for firm and inspired leadership in the region with a view to ensuring and guaranteeing peace and stability in the countries of the region. On matters of trade and regional cooperation, the two leaders underscored the importance of promoting regional trade and investment through developing regional land, sea, and air transport. They noted the need for overcoming current challenges through regional initiatives that would benefit from economies of scale and pooling of resources. President Isaias also hosted a banquet in honor of President William Ruto and his delegation yesterday, 9 December. An assessment meeting conducted on 5 December in Karen pointed out the commendable effort, exerted to develop tourism resources in the Ansaba region. According to reports presented by Mr. Salim Ali, Director General of Tourism in the region, trainings and seminars organized with a view to develop capacity of institutions and workers in the tourism sector, effective control and inspection, research and documentation of tourism resources, and follow-up on the health workers in the sector have been successfully carried out, pointing out that over 16 million nakfa has been collected from tourism service provision institutions to develop the sector. Mr. Salim said that strong effort is being exerted to document and preserve historical and ancient heritage in the region. Mr. Fassah Habte, Head of Research and Follow-up of Tourism, also gave briefing focusing on the effort being conducted in preserving ancient buildings, historical sites and religious places, archaeological findings, as well as wild animals, forests and reserve lands. The participants conducted extensive discussion on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations, including conducting sustainable awareness-raising programs. There are 741 tourism service provision institutions in the Ansaba region. Praiseworthy soil and water conservation activities have been conducted in Af'abet subzone. Mr. Hagos Gabret-Insai, head of the Agricultural Office in the subzone, said that the popular campaigns that were carried out in all administrative areas of the subzone for 4 months included soil and water conservation, renovation of dirt roads and construction of water diversion schemes and terraces, as well as planting tree seedlings. Accordingly, 257,670 meters of stone terraces, 7,605 meters of soil terraces, 38,120 meters of water diversion canals have been constructed, and microdams with capacity of holding 21,690 meter cubes of water and 30 kilometers of dirt roads have been renovated. The participants indicated that popular campaign has been for the benefit of the residents in boosting their agricultural production and further expressed readiness to sustainably carry out the initiative. Those are domestic news. Please stay tuned now for the international news right after the short break. U.S. President Joe Biden authorized a new round of $275 million in military aid for Ukraine, offering new capabilities to defeat drones and boost air defenses, according to a memo released Friday by the White House. The package also includes rockets for high-mobility artillery rocket system launchers made by Lockheed Martin, 80,000 155mm artillery rounds, Humvee military vehicles, and about 150 generators, according to the memo. This is the 27th use of presidential drawdown authority for Ukraine, which allows the United States to transfer defense articles and services from stocks quickly without congressional approval in response to an emergency. Since 2014, the United States has committed approximately $22.1 billion in security assistance to Ukraine and more than $19.3 billion since the beginning of the war in the country. In total, the United States has committed $20 billion in security assistance to Ukraine since the beginning of the Biden administration. The final link in the 5,111-kilometer natural gas pipeline that runs from the gas fields of eastern Siberia to Shanghai was put into operation yesterday, allowing Russian gas to directly reach the developed east coast of China. Some 3,371 kilometers are newly built, and the rest were already in service. The China-Russia East Gas Pipeline is the country's third major cross-border natural gas pipeline, after the China-Central Asia Gas Pipeline and the Myanmar-China Gas Pipeline. The current price of liquid natural gas is $1,000 per ton. The pipeline's internal diameter is the largest in China, and it can transport 38 billion cubic meters of gas a year. As a whole, China is still short of gas, especially in the Beijing-Tianjin-Hebei region, where there is high demand for gas in the winter. The capacity of the China-Russia East Gas Pipeline is expected to increase each year and should reach full capacity as of 38 billion cubic meters a year by 2025. This is equivalent to reducing carbon dioxide emissions by 164 million tons and sulfur dioxide emissions by 1.82 million tons per year. It will optimize China's energy structure and promote green transformation. Please stay tuned now for a recap of tonight's headlines. President William Ruto returns home, concluding official visit. Commendable effort to develop tourism resources in the Ansbar region. Biden authorizes $275 million more in U.S. military aid to Ukraine. Gas starts to flow from Russia to China as new pipeline gets connected. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.